Hi, I'm Kurt Fearnley. We're back at Altona at Toyota Australia's Autodrome for another episode of You Little Rippo. This is an amazing facility. They've got their own test track here that we actually get to utilise. We've got Australia's favourite Paralympians. We also have the GR Performance sports cars that we get to take for a spin. Alistair Donohoe, you would know him as the man, the myth, the mullet. He's a 3-time silver medalist, a 1-time bronze medalist, a 2-time Paralympian, and one of the good characters of the Australian Paralympic movement. Alistair Donohoe, welcome to You Little Ripper.
Kurt, mate, thanks for having me. I am bloody excited.
Do you like driving?
Yeah, I love driving. I mean, I like going fast.
You're pretty intense on 2 wheels. In and out of the corners, you've got to be pushing it to the limit. How do you think we'll go in this?
Yeah, well, hopefully more successful. I don't have that much luck staying upright on 2 wheels all the time. It's a bit easier on 4. You don't tip over as much.
Well, we have the GR86, the GR Yaris and the GR Supra. All of them are amazing. I've tried them all out myself. Which one are we taking for a drive?
I want the Supra, mate. It's a childhood favourite car, a bit nostalgic, and if you wet yourself, it's already yellow. So it's
All right, well, luckily it's got waterproof seats. Let's go.
done.
Are you going to fang it?
Oh, I'll try in a safe way.
Yeah, of course. I'm a nervous passenger.
Okay. Well, I'm a nervous driver.
Are you really?
Nah.
Have you seen the show comedians in cars getting coffee?
No.
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 You've never heard of that?
No.
Well, it's Jerry Seinfeld. He does comedians in cars getting coffee.
Oh, yeah.
So we were actually pitched this show as cripples in cars not crashing.
That's funny.
What's your thoughts on that word?
If my housemates called me a cripple, I would laugh because, I don't take too much offence to anything, but the next person might get really offended by that.
Understanding the context around a word,
Yeah.
but also understanding that a person may feel power in utilising that word on their own, but when it is taken away from them, there's also complicated feelings associated with that, or
Yeah.
there can be.
Yeah, massively. And just because you hear someone using a word doesn't mean that they're okay for you to use it with them, the same situation. It's what you attach your feelings or your emotions to, whether that's like humour or joy or offence. And, like I say, I've got a bung arm, like to me, that's very tongue-in-cheek. I'm so okay with that. I'm so okay with people saying that. But someone else in the same situation might take offence to it.
So it's like taking ownership of a word, and when you take ownership of the word, that's a you word. There's a power in that word.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not to say that, you can go around and happily say, words that are you words to other people and assume that they're going to take it the same way.
I took that word back because I was called a cripple a few times as a kid, and that hurt.
Yeah.
And then I hung around other people with disabilities, and I took ownership of that word, and that word doesn't hurt anymore because that word was used within a context of a group of people that I loved and admired, and all of a sudden that word became a word for me that I could own, and it was important to me.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I think I see that a lot in the Paralympic team. It's probably just because they're just all such good people, and they're all so funny. And you walk around, and you're like, holy smokes, everything here is so un-PC, but like in the best way.
Yeah, it is. It is a robust approach to life in that community.
It is, but I think humour and tongue-in-cheek and positive attitudes are ways to overcome, setbacks. And a lot of the people in the Paralympic team have had setbacks in life, right? So it's so also not surprising how happy everyone is in that regard. But like someone walking in from the outside would just be like, what?
Oh my God,
You can't say that.
It's like, our world, we can say what
we call each other wobblies.
The Paralympics has this big variation between disability, right? It's got really high needs, people with disabilities, and it's got the sometimes invisible disabilities, sometimes the higher end of disability, as in the higher end of mobility. How do you feel about your relationship in disability sport?
Yeah, it's a funny one because I guess I'm involved so heavily with it, but I don't you know, like view myself as disabled. Like I've got an injury and it qualifies me for the Paralympics, but there's not really anything in life that I can't do. Not that I can't do, but that I'm restricted doing. Like push-ups and chin-ups, yeah, like they suck. Arm wrestles, they suck. But like in day-to-day, everything's fine. So then, yeah, most of my life has been without that lens on. And then suddenly being like, yeah, I guess part of the Paralympic movement, I would put it a lot towards like, I know my views on racism, where like I am very passionate about it, but I myself don't experience it. And so it's the same, I guess, with, yeah, disability sport is like, it's amazing to be so involved with something like that, but yeah, I don't know if that really answers your question.
It's funny because you're like in the middle of this community that is so built around disability, though. But there would be so many people within it that, although, like for a big chunk of my life, I didn't think I was disabled, but then because I didn't think that it stopped me doing anything.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
But then once you're in the community, and I know you're like, I can't do chin-ups or push-ups, but you did almost lose you almost lost your hand,
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
when you were 14
yeah.
years old.
Yeah, exactly. And like, but you know, very much like you growing up, I imagine, I just wanted to hang out with my friends. So like my rehab was super smooth because of that. Like, because I was so young, I didn't understand the extent of my injury, and all I wanted to do was like be back to being, I guess, like having a normal arm, or being able to do the things I considered normal.
Well, where are you in your career right now? You've got 2 silver medals from Rio, silver and a bronze in Tokyo. What's ahead?
Well, I mean, yeah, I've got this ever...
You can give it to...
I've got this ever escaping... oh my God. Well, this thing feels really nice at 60 k's an hour, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Like this gold medal has escaped me in the road race for the last 2 years. Like I've gone in as favourite and had a bit of bad luck. I mean,
now I'm starting to shit myself around these bits.
Rio was obviously like really difficult, getting knocked off by an opponent, you know, when I was about to win. That was pretty hard to cope with. In all honesty, I hate my silver medal.
Oh my God, that hurts to hear.
Yeah, like
Don't go too quick, you crazy bastard.
Like I like my gold, my bronze medal more than I like my silver. You know, yeah, I think that's like a pretty common thing, because I guess like you get a bronze, you're so close to getting a fourth and having nothing, right? So I think it's a thing where like athletes are more appreciative of a bronze than they are of a silver, because it shows what you could have had.
I think that you've done really well around here, but I think it might be time to head back to the hangar.
Are you sure? We've only done 17 kilometres this trip.
I definitely.
Just getting warmed up.
Oh, please, God, please, let's go back to the hangar.
Okay, let's go. Oh man, this has been a fun little test drive. Who's grabbing that card? Is he going to do this one next?
Wait, could it be Toyota's own Australian rally champ, Harry Bates?
Oh, you're kidding.
I think it is.
It's too long.
Amateur hour. Will we have some fun?
How did we end up in here? Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh fuck.
Oh boy. Yes.
Oh my God. Thanks to Australian rally champion Harry Bates and Alistair Donohoe for another episode of You Little Ripper!